We've collected all the puzzle pieces, chunks, embeddings, vector databases. Today we snap them together into the first half of every RAG system, the part that runs before anyone asks a single question. It's called the indexing pipeline, and it's how you prepare your knowledge so it can be searched in an instant later. Welcome back to AI in 5. The whole pipeline is just 4 steps, and you already understand each one. Load your documents. Split them into chunks. Embed each chunk into a vector. Store those vectors in your vector database. Load, split, embed, store. Memorize that little chant, because it is the recipe behind every chat with your documents product on the planet. Let's walk it. First, load. You gather your raw material, PDFs, web pages, support articles, notes, and pull the text out of them. Second, split. You chunk that text into focused pieces like we covered yesterday. Third, embed. You run each chunk through the embedding model to get its vector. Fourth, store. You save those vectors, plus the original text and tags, into the vector database. Done. A bit more on each. Loading is often messier than it sounds. Real documents are full of weird formatting, so cleaning the text matters. Splitting decides your chunk quality. Embedding turns meaning into math. And storing files everything away so it's instantly searchable. Each step feeds the next, so a slip early on, like sloppy text extraction, quietly poisons everything downstream. Here's the key thing to internalize. Indexing happens ahead of time, offline, not while a user waits. You run this pipeline once to build your searchable library, and then it just sits there, ready. Building the index can take a while for a big pile of documents, and that's totally fine, because no one is waiting on it. It's prep work, done in the kitchen before the restaurant opens. It helps to split RAG into 2 halves. Indexing, today's topic, is the slow, offline prep that builds your searchable library. Retrieval, which is tomorrow, is the fast, live step that happens every time someone asks something. Build the library once, calmly. Search it a million times, instantly. Keeping these 2 phases straight in your head clears up a lot of confusion about how RAG works. But your knowledge isn't frozen. Documents get added, edited, and deleted all the time. So a real system re-indexes to stay current, adding vectors for new content, and updating or removing the stale stuff. The beauty is you only reprocess what changed, not the whole library, and definitely not the model. A fresh index means fresh answers. No expensive retraining required. And here's the honest truth practitioners will tell you. Most of a RAG system's quality is won or lost in this unglamorous indexing stage. Clean text, smart chunks, good embeddings, a fresh index. Nail those, and retrieval and generation almost take care of themselves. Skip them, and no clever prompt will rescue you. The boring prep is where the magic actually comes from. So treat indexing like the important infrastructure it is. Automate it so adding documents is painless. Rerun it on a schedule or whenever content changes, so it never goes stale. And spot check what actually landed in the database. Are the chunks clean and sensible? A little care here pays off every single time someone asks a question later. So the indexing pipeline, load, split, embed, store, is the offline prep that builds your AI's searchable memory. And it's where most of the quality really lives. The library is stocked and ready. Tomorrow, the doors open. We cover retrieval, what actually happens the instant a user asks a question. See you tomorrow on AI in 5.